My name is Thijl Sunier. I'm professor of anthropology at VU University, at this university, and my chair is called. I'm working on anthropology of religion. That's my kind of subfield, and my chair is called Islam and European Society. So initially, I came here and, over 10 years ago. So there was always this interest of the kind of combination of migration and religion, and then, well, not very surprisingly, that was Islam, because the majority of migrants to Europe have an Islamic background. I mean, in the UK, in France, in the Netherlands, in Germany. So gradually I focused more and more on Islam. We applied for money in Europe. The Marie Curie ITN, Innovative Training Network, to do that project. And the basic idea is actually digitization has an impact on religion as well. We know that. I mean, again, nothing new. There's already many people working on that. But what we try to do, and therefore the whole setup of this Innovative Training Network program is interesting, is we bring together many disciplines, so including, art, history, museums, kind of the display, material religion, etc. So we bring together from on the one hand hardcore anthropologists such as me, working here and now, etc., and medievalists working on old documents, in archives in Spain. So bringing together is, I think, the most valuable of the whole project. To see that it is not only a concern for a part of the discipline studying religion or Islam in this case. No, it is something that affects the whole field, everything. And again, we only begin to understand that. So the idea is, with this project, that we broaden that we establish networks and in a way deepen the field, and, well, hopefully something comes out of that after the project, which takes 4 years altogether. So from 19 to 23 or so. So it's bringing together all these fields, and the idea of these innovative training networks is that you hire PhDs, so people who eventually will write a thesis, but in addition to that, or it's actually not a PhD project as such, it's what they call a work package, and there are 15 of them in our project. And it's a combination of research, but also internships. So what you see, or what is required, is that in each of these 15 sub-projects in the larger program, it's called, by the way, Mediating Islam in the Digital Age, MIDA, MIDA. So the idea is that these researchers not only do research, but they also they do internships, and the supervision of such a researcher is a team consisting of academics, but also one or two of these partners, depending on the topic. And so we have, for example, to give you an idea, we have the Dutch World Museums network, we have Brill Publishers, we have Al Jazeera as a broadcasting. We work together with all kind of institutes, also library-like institutes. So it's very broad. It's the idea that religion is a practice of mediation. So what we see as religion, be it buildings or text or whatever, is mediated, is a form of mediation between God and the practitioner. So you make visible, or you make present what is invisible. What is it's an old idea, but it's revived a couple of years ago especially by anthropologist Birgit Meijer is one of the persons who worked on that idea. So, I mean, also icons, medieval icons, Christian icons, whatever, is also mediation, and so holy books, Quran or the Bible, etc., is a form of mediation. Now the idea is that if the technology of mediation changes, it will also impact not only on the way, what religion is, what religious practice is, but also how people, in a way, practitioners, how they engage with God so that's the basic idea. We already saw that if you look at a Reformation. Martin Luther was the one who said we have to translate the Bible from Latin into vernaculars. By doing that, you provide access for ordinary people, so to speak, to have this information. So the whole Reformation was also, in that sense, a kind of technological revolution with respect to the mediation of Christianity or of the holy scripture, So this is the basic idea. So the basic idea of the project is digitization is yet another one. The point is, as I said before, it is nothing new in the sense that nobody is already working on that. But what we try to do is really to see not only how it impacts on religious experiences, but also how it impacts on how religion is studied. What you still see a bit too much is that, it's taken for granted. Whether you have the Holy Scripture, Bible, whatever, in a book, in a printed kind of paper body, or you have it on your iPad. You can upload and you can search functions, etc. Does it make a difference? That's the idea. Well, this is debatable because that's precisely about whether or not mediation is neutral or whether it's in a way part of the religious experience. In March, we have our launch, our official start of the project in Granada, where we have another spring school again, and then that's basically it. So, and then maybe important also to tell is we are going to hire people, researchers. So there's a period until I think the summer. I don't know what the exact schedule is, but we will hire 15 people across Europe, or across the partner countries. That's the idea. You look at the worries of many politicians in Europe about imams who work with internet only, or they travel around and with the social media there's kind of new networks that in a way evade or that circumvent the kind of established centers of knowledge, the established so it makes kind of monitoring more difficult. And for that reason many politicians are really worried. They want people who kind of are visible, controllable, able to be monitored, etc. So, but if you look at this from a more kind of academic or more neutral side, you can also argue, well, this is almost it's a democratization of religious knowledge. That was the argument that was used also with the Reformation. By being able to access this inaccessible text in Latin in a language it's a form of democratization. It enables you to comment on that. and again, the argument is that digitization.
If you look at religion,
does that
and
and you look at this digitization process, or you look at migration and you look at religion, it's all about, you know, kind of impact that unsettles, so to speak, established forms of religious practice. And so what migration does, or what digitization does, or whatever, is something that you have to take into consideration. So yes, it is part of it. Absolutely, it's. I think it's a very crucial part, although our definition of what migration is broad in time and in and across places. Yeah.